Let me make sure. Hi, everyone. How's it going? I know I promised that we would stream on the weekend. That did not happen because life happened. So here we are. And I figured it would be a good time to get back into Monster Prom. Let me know if the controls are loud. I had them loud for Kenta, so I don't know if they need to be as loud for Monster Prom. As promised, this time we're going to be playing as Amira, and we're just going to go straight for Vera. And this time we're going to make it to the prom. And as someone pointed out, we did make it to the prom the first time, but we're going to make it to the prom with somebody. It's going to happen. One, forever alone. Forever. Only alone. There we go. Full game. Always. We've been here. This is part 4. We know that spooky high school was the sweetest years of our lives, the hardest, the ones of most inept skill. This time, let me just tweak that and tweak my own headphones. There we go. So the game's not trying to pulverize my ears. There we go. Amira. Boom. Okay.
Showtime!
So you heard showtime. So is that a good volume? Let me know. You know I live in constant fear of things not being the correct volume. And when we had yet to experience its ultimate challenge, the Monster Prom. This game is also it's also harder than it looks, which I appreciate a lot. Thank you. Welcome to Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever. All minds are rotten, but they are rotten in so many different ways. Worry no more. We're now using our PhD in nonsense to diagnose which kind of deviant sicko you are. Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever trademark will throw a bunch of absurd questions at you and turn your answers into your character's stats. This way, each of you will start by having stats that better reflect your true selves. Come on, good stats. Let's start. All right. Be a visionary. What will the next big social media craze be? Greek agoras, like literal Greek agoras, reinstate in our cities, places where philosophy and art are discussed by the greater minds. That's social media I want to log into. Robert. From now on, a socially awkward guy named Robert will do everything he's commanded to do through the app by its users. Nonsense. It's Facebook, but each time someone shares news that isn't supported by real facts, they're taxed, and the money goes to the people exposed to that. I don't know about you, but I like the fake news tax. Essentially. Fake news. So wealthy. We're going to start off with money. Just like Vera. You were raised by wolves. Family of wolves. A really progressive marriage between a kick-ass venomous snake and actual fire. I love fire, and I see no issue with being raised by it. Said Damien. A mysterious old man who saved me from the streets in order to raise me as his disciple in the ancient ways of rad DJing. A pack of wild wolves. Oh, it's a choice. A pack of wild wolves who also happen to teach moguls who own some of the most profitable companies of Silicon Valley. They would be awesome role models. And wild wolves. Sick. Whew. We'll get more money if we pick 3. I mean, wealthy. We'll be so wealthy. We can buy we can buy all the things we need. Your partner just gave you a cool gift for your anniversary, but you totally forgot. Quick, come up with an idea for a great gift. A silly toy that makes silly noises. A pony. Always a pony. The head of their fiercest enemy. Anything on fire or a weapon. No, a weapon on fire. The abstract concept of gratefulness. Anything capable of leading them to an overdose of some sort. Wow. That got real dark real fast. I think the head of their fiercest enemy. Nothing says I love you like slaying your partner's enemies for them. Yes. Oh, it's all coming up because I probably don't have any stats, only money. Week 1. Amira, I'm ready. I am not bold. Oh, I need to be bolder and more fun. Look at Amira. She needs to be bold. Her hair is on fire. Bold. Because we know that going to the bathroom makes you bold. That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn. By skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms, you give 0, but you gain +2 boldness. Now you have almost an average amount of boldness. Money, money. I have lots of money. Afterwards, you notice Scott huddled next to Vera. Perfect. Perfect. It's all coming together. I'm sorry, Scott. You had your chance. You adorable werewolf, you. These two hardly ever hang out. You wonder what's up. Scott seems to be showing Vera some kind of sports diagram. But we just keep losing football games over and over. Coach says we're just not sporting hard enough. But I'm sporting as hard as I can. I figured, since you're super smart and everything, maybe you could... I don't know. I have no stats. Like, please, don't ask me to do anything unless it's give you money. Fix your entire team in 10 minutes.
Your one and only.
Well, hey, my voice wasn't that far off. Well, obviously, I can do that. I'm incredible. Listen, what you need is an oblique strategy, a new technique that your opponents won't expect. Like poison darts, or a vicious campaign of psychological warfare, or... Now's your chance to impress them. Jump in with an idea that will show them how much you know about winning sports. What you guys need is someone with way more stats than I have. It's blackmail material. One well-placed camera in the opposing team's locker room is all it takes. It's a player who's really a truck. No one would be able to stop them. A transformer on your team. That's what you need. Blackmail. For Vera, always blackmail. Please have enough stats. I can't look. Oh, thank goodness. That's brilliant. Is it? It is, Scott. You still understand because you wanted the truck. Yes, it is.
Awesome, bro.
And what's more, I already have the infrastructure in place to accomplish this.
What?
What? Infrastructure? What are you talking about? Nothing. Nothing. I feel like that needs like a moi at the end of it. I definitely haven't planted cameras in the men's locker room, and I'm definitely not selling them to compromisinglockernudes.com as a side business. That's for sure. Who owns that domain name? Oh, that's good, because if you were, that would be super mean. Indeed. Looks like you solved the problem and stumbled into Vera's underground porn empire. Nice. You gain +2 smarts and +1 creativity. All right, porn empire. We're going to be porn moguls together. The couple that porns together.
Let's do this.
I need to buy some things. Please, I have no stats. Give me things. Okay. I need... Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, now I'm super fun. Yeah, okay.
Let's do this.
Let's see. Okay. I need to be bolder. I also need to be more charming. I went for boldness already. Where do I get charm again? I get charm from auditorium, I believe. Woo! Well, it was worth it for that picture. Well, people are coming. They're coming because the game's too steamy. That day while rehearsing for the class play, it's as though the muses themselves have descended to give you figurative stuff, cunnilingus. Your performance is intense and inspiring. I love that I still try and keep my censorship going after we've played to Trust in Incubus. Like... It'll be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school play standards. You gain +2 creativity. Well, that's good, because lots of the things I ask for require creativity. You notice Vera showing off an elaborate new necklace to Miranda. You vow not to mess up this conversation.
One and only Vera Overland.
Wow. They're the crown jewels of Lemura. My family acquired them in a cutthroat business merger. Do you like them? Oh, yes, very much.
Disgraceful.
Such a shame about the Lemuran royal family, though. What? That they're all dead at the hands of their own servants? No, that was unavoidable once the true tragedy had taken place. They were no longer loved by their subjects. Feared, you mean? Aw, she's cute. Fear is so scary. Love is what matters. I could not disagree more. You there, settle this dispute for us. What is the best way to let people know how powerful you are? Buy their houses, burn them down, or replace them with a water park. You don't need to convince anyone. Just make everyone who doesn't love you disappear. You don't need to convince anyone.
How majestic.
Whoops. Ah, yes. This is Daddy's strategy. Look. Just let me get to the prom. The amazing thing is that once the bad people start to disappear without explanation, even people who used to be bad start being very good. It's like magic and so humane. Do you happen to know where your father put all those people who disappeared? Put them? No, silly. They disappeared like a magic trick? Ah, yes. I see. You gain +2 charm and +1 smarts and the approval of the woman you don't want. Get out of here, Miranda.
Let's do this.
I don't know if I'm ready to do this. I think I need more money. I will fill my gaps and stats with money. That day you spend some time on the library's PC, sending malicious spam emails in the hopes of stealing other people's money. It doesn't sound very nice, but who's really the one to blame if they respond to such a blatant scam? You lose -10 karma, and you gain +2 money, which is always important because you never know with Vera when she's going to ask you to do something with money. Why do people keep messaging me? Do they not see? Do they not know? Do they not know that it is the night of Monster Prom? Let them be silenced, but not as dramatically as Vera would do it. Let me just silence them. Mute. It's mute. All of y'all. Shush. There you go. Perfect. Now, let us continue. You see Miranda and Vera chatting away, their eyes gleaming the gleam of the scheming. Their answers designed to mess you up.
Tell you.
Crowd Surfs isn't doing nearly as well as I thought it would. Oh, if it isn't Amira.
Greetings, fellow classmate.
Would you like to be a customer? Once upon a time, surfs were only for the rich and fabulous. Like Vera and myself. But now, thanks to our app, Crowd Surfs, you too can have your very own crowdfunding surf. The app is being generously funded by my royal family who wish for everyone to experience the joys of royalty and get richer off of it. I think our business might be failing because the surfs are simply not of high enough quality to maintain customer interest. The surfs need to have more enthusiasm for their jobs. We need to recruit from the right locations. Don't be absurd. If there's one thing being royalty has taught me, and there's definitely more than one, it is that you can trick anyone into doing anything as long as you give them the right incentives. But why not start with the easily manipulated in the first place? Amira, what do you think? Don't ask Amira. No. Vera's right. Why not recruit people who want to be bossed around a leather daddy convention? Miranda, it's not the time, okay? Some other time, Miranda. Miranda's not right. She doesn't have a point. Only Vera has points.
Oh, not bad.
Ooh, I like that quite a bit. Excuse me, but if there were conventions for daddies, I am quite sure I would know about them. Miranda. My father is one of the most powerful dads I know of. Facebook, I told you to stop. I told you to stop. You were told. You were warned. You were warned. Miranda was not warned, though. So if he was not invited, you don't want your dad invited to a daddy convention, Miranda. Just stop there, Miranda. Trust me. How does this sound? Free a lifetime of submission. Dirty talk guaranteed. Dress code. Come as you are. Vera, with the help of a confused Miranda, goes to the next leather daddy convention in town. The next time you see Vera and Miranda, they seem much, much happier. The end. These serfs we recruited are so enthusiastic to serve. Almost inexplicably so. And as an unexpected fringe benefit, all the serfs keep trying to one-up each other's uniforms. So I created a line of latex and leatherwear that's making almost as much as crowd surfs in the first place.
That has been quite pleasing.
It's a win-win situation. And don't worry, Amira. I won't ask how you know so much about the fetish community. Amira knows all the things. Amira knows all the things. She's got +2 money. She's got plus smart. She's got it going on.
Let's do this.
She's gonna buy some boldness.
What's up?
Where's my tattoo?
Thanks.
There we go. Oh yeah, it's all coming up. This strategy, it's happening. After Liam, I learned my lesson from Liam. Never again after what happened there. Never again. To the gym. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team's spirit, leading to a spectacular comeback. You're clearly a natural-born leader. You gain +2 charm. That's right. Do. Winter? Yes, I did. It happened, okay? Later, you're wandering through the halls when you hear a voice from around the corner.
Hi.
Hey, psst. I seem to have accidentally turned witch to stone with my gaze. Don't get me wrong, she totally deserved it. Her nose is obviously fake. Plus, that nail polish, abominable. But this isn't exactly the first time I've done this, and Principal Giant Spider said if I did it again, I'd get detention. The blush is adorable. That's a cute blush. So now I need to dispose of yet another body, and I thought that since you're so attractive and kind and clever, you'd be willing to cover up the literal murder I've committed. No questions asked, right? Well, you know, I'm super gung-ho for you, Vera, this playthrough. So yes, we will hide a corpse together, pour an empire together, corpse hiding together, everything together. We're going to be a couple that does everything together. Easy, we'll just dress her up in some stuff from the theater and set her up in the quad like she's a new art piece. Never you fear, my lovely murderess. My good buddy, Mr. Hammer, will make short work of the evidence. I'll even give you the nose as a trophy. I feel like I have enough stats that I can pull off either. I'm gonna go for 2. Just, here, take this nose like I'm a cat. So bold. You don't even wait for Vera's okay before smashing up the statue. To be honest, you just really love smashing statues. Brutal. Thorough. Cost effective. I'm impressed. Maybe next time we can skip the turning a witch to stone part and go straight to you dismembering them with a hammer. You don't mind, right? You better not. I've got something on you now. Vera wiggles her rival's dismembered fake nose at you menacingly. This is great news. Blackmail is how Vera shows affection. You gain +2 fun and +1 charm.
Let's do this.
All right. Want to earn a bit more money? Because I like having it. It's comforting to see it there. That day you spend some time on the library's PCs playing some good ol' online poker. Gambling seems like a stupid and dangerous decision. But who cares? This time it paid off. So whatever. You gain +2 money. Later you see Vera cackling to herself in the hallway, which is whatever, but you might as well find out why. Just practicing my prom queen acceptance speech in my mind. It's not like the title bears any meaning whatsoever. Of course, I really do consider the whole thing way beneath me. However, considering how much meaning other girls put on it, I can't risk some uppity witch thinking she's better than I am. Plus, it's not bad branding either. I could see using a victory to start a line of successful prom queen accessories, guaranteed to get you the win. Perfect prom shoes, the right makeup, fancy knives to take out your opponents. Speaking of which, I assume this goes without saying, but I'm not leaving anything to chance. I'll be doing a blood ritual to ensure my win. I still haven't found the exact details yet, but I'm optimistic that at least some of the items will be found in the shop. The only question is, where exactly I can find the details for a proper blood ritual. why don't we ask the coven? They're witches. They should know all about blood magic. Literally just search the internet. Like, that's literally what it's there for. Ooh, the coven. Do we want to involve the coven? I don't know. We're entering a path. I don't trust the coven. I don't trust them. We've seen how they are. Let's search the internet. We're gonna search the internet because those witches, the witches. Oh, right. Good call. Sometimes you get so caught up in the grand scheme of exploiting good magic. I was about to say good magic. No, we are not using good magic to secure petty victory that you forget about the little things. You and Vera scamper off the library to put the school's computers to good use for once. No, we are not putting them to good use, but thank you, narrator, for making us sound more wholesome than we are. For real, does anyone at this school use school resources for educational purposes? No. No, they do not. Let's just search blood magic to guarantee prom queen victory over base to maintain social status. That's pretty clear, right? Couldn't possibly be clearer. Seems like we're going to need the blood of a former prom queen, the tongue of a goat, and the earrings of an ancient goddess. Not exactly stuff that's going to be lying around, but when you're destined to be prom queen, you make it work. Not that I'm destined to be prom queen, or I wouldn't have to do blood magic in the first place, but hey, when you want to achieve greatness, you make your own destiny. You check the shop. I'll grab a goat, and we'll meet up in the bathrooms to cut its tongue out and get this party started. Sounds like a party indeed. You gain +2 fun and +1 smarts.
Let's do this.
To the shop. To the shop.
Hey, stranger.
It has not been a while. I've been here like every day this playthrough. Yes, the bloody tampon.
No refunds.
I think we need that. The tampon used by a former prom queen. Got it, but we lost some stats for using it, but it's okay because we're going to get it.
Let's do this.
Okay, I need charm and I need creativity. Okay. That day while rehearsing for the class play, you can't help but feel that you're not as good as the role requires you to be. There doesn't seem to be any ordinary way of getting yourself there, but there might be an extraordinary way. You summon the devil, one of many, and make a deal to enhance your creativity just a bit. You gain +2 creativity. You also lose -3 years of life as you were end of the deal, but who cares? They weren't happening in-game anyway. In the course of your activities, you come across Vera and Polly hatching yet another scheme. You sneak a little closer so you can eavesdrop. Polly, is this how you died? You need to stay away from schemes like this.
Hi.
Listen, this has been a fruitful partnership so far in terms of making people look like imbeciles. But I think it's time we monetize. Sick burns don't buy fresh outfits. Yeah, fine, whatever. I guess I could use some new thongs or whatever, but, like, I don't want to stop making people look dumb just so we can make money. I don't want to sell out. Personally, I can't wait to sell out. But you have a point. We can't sacrifice our brand. The question, of course, is how do we do both? Yeah, how can we get rich off yanking people's chains? Ugh, careful with your choice of words, Polly. What? Chains are a big thing for ghosts. Of course. They don't seem to have any immediate ideas. Maybe you can offer a solution. Popping up from around a corner like a creeper, you suggest? Why don't you make a phony workout craze? It worked for Frank's Pilates, the inventor of Pilates. Oh man, do I have a great prank for you? I call it stealing. Oh. I think that, as fun as a phony workout craze sounds like, that really sounds like a Polly answer. I think we should steal. I'm not bold enough. Oh, our first mistake. Never heard of it. Look at that blush. You steal all the time. Who have you been talking to? Who are you working for? Nobody. I'm working for myself. That's why things never work out. I'll have you know that all my activities are perfectly legal. No, they are not. Yeah, mine too. Are you a cop? You have to tell me if you're a cop. That's how I died. Psst, Vera, I don't think they're buying it. Roger that, Polly. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. And like that, they're gone. And so is your wallet. You lose -1 fun. I know, yeah. -2 money. Not my precious monies.
Let's do this.
Charming. I need to be more charming. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Many people fall during the battle. You can't take any more, so you valiantly go straight to the other team's leader and start negotiations for a truce. After hours of intense diplomacy, you commit to an agreement when an unexpected twist. You gain +10 righteousness, but this game is so wrong in so many ways that you would be lucky if you could do anything with that, and +2 charm. You notice Vera standing in the corner, pissed. Because you suggested stealing and she doesn't want to talk to you or be your friend anymore. What looks like a fresh band-aid on the back of her head is actually 2 of her snakes fighting. Poison's flying everywhere. Oh, I'm okay. It's just Hissy and Bob having another disagreement. It happens. This time, they can't decide whether Miranda's domain should be called a kingdom or an empire. And it's like, who cares? I'm telling you, if they weren't my hair, I would sell them to Thailand, where they eat snakes. Decapitate them, set an example. You could totally rock some bangs. Snakes get feisty when they don't have jobs. Put them to work building your evil empire. Put them to work. Don't decapitate them. I don't think she'd be into me telling her to cut her own hair off. They're alive.
Great.
Why, of course. I'd forgotten how testy snakes become without gainful employment. It's all in the best-selling book, Snakes in Suits. They need some suits. There we go. Get some suits for your hair. But come to think of it, my snakes already do have jobs. They're just not doing them. Bob, where is the report on Portugal? Are they at war yet? Hissy, have you poisoned the school's water supply like I asked? No? Then how am I supposed to sell water to Miranda's family? You think it's easy, selling water to mermaids? Hissy and Bob pull out cell phones and start making calls. They're well-connected snakes. You don't know which impresses you more, Vera's managerial skills or the fact that her snakes can use cell phones without thumbs. Either way, you gain +2 creativity and +1 smarts.
Let's do this.
Oh, well, I don't need to buy anything. So, I mean, I could sit with her, but that's a potential chance to mess everything up and ruin everything that we've been working for. I don't trust myself. I have bad judgment like Kenta. Kind of want to sit with the coven lady. I've never sat with anybody who's not... I know, right? Avoid Liam. I've never sat with anybody who's not, like, a main person. I have so many questions. I could just play it safe and just go to the shop and not buy anything. I don't want... This is always the point where I get off track. Okay. We're gonna... I want stats. You say they give stats? I like stats. Hi. You're enjoying your meal in peace when you hear the unmistakable sound of 3 throats clearing. Yes, hello. As you know, it's customary for a benevolent witch coven to have as an ally a malevolent creature of some sort. And since Liam has apparently decided he's too cool for us now, I mean, because of your incredible resume and good looks,
We're here to save the day.
we've decided to accept you on a trial basis as our supernatural companion for 1 adventure. Adventure not to exceed 3 episodes or eclipse the main plot arc. As a consideration for your willing participation, we'll even allow your choice of adventures. 3 episodes. You could knock out one of these adventures by the end of lunch, and it actually sounds fun. The Coven gives you 2 options. Stop the crime ghost who's been taking over children's bodies and using them to rob banks. You have a never-before-seen plan. Take on the greatest villain of all time, income inequality. Well, I think we're gonna have an easier time stopping the possessed children. You put a stop to the crime, ghost's crime, in the only way you know how. With fake beards. It's working. Now that all the children have fake beards, the crime ghost can't tell they're children. He's got no one to possess. Yup, that was totally your plan. You definitely didn't just start slapping beards on kids and hope for the best. Excellent. The day is saved once again thanks to the Coven and our faithful sidekick, Amira. What's that? You want to know what payment? We're sorry, but the contract clearly states that this is an unpaid internship. The contract does say that. Oh well, at least you got +4 creativity for your lateral thinking. So creative. Oh, bogarting all of the creativity points.
Let's do this.
Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Making more money in case I need to buy stuff for the blood ritual. Da-na-na. That day, you spend some time on the library's PCs managing your start kicker. You deceive lots of people with a sensationalist video and impossible promises. Nice. You gain plus 10,000 money. Oh, well, more than that. But almost everything goes to cover costs, and you keep only +2 money. That's okay. As you walk down the hallway trying to beat a level of Bone Crush on your phone, you run smack into Vera, also engrossed in her phone. Sure. Feel free to read over my shoulder. You wouldn't understand the charts anyway. Miranda's been mouthing off about being a princess again, as if it's so amazing.
Pathetic.
She's a princess underwater. You know what's underwater? Sea slugs and fish. Wow, Vera! It's quite the deridement of undersea living. You know what's not underwater? This school. Why should birthright matter when there are so many other factors that determine a person's worth? Their beauty, their cruelty, their business sense, and using all these factors, I've divided the school into cools and uncools. Now, I just need to find a way to reinforce the superiority of the cools over the uncools. All right. Let's create some division in this school. Uncool should have to carry cool students from class to class on chaises. Rotting squids should be thrown at uncool students to remind them how uncool they are. Emma Liza, you're gonna get me singing that now. Darling, it's better down where it's wetter. Take it from me. Oh. I think they should have to carry them on chaises. Like, come on. Just serves. I'm creative enough for it. Haha, I can answer anything. I do worry about my shoes getting scuffed up from getting from class to class. Those coquetry scale pumps cost $2,000. What am I supposed to do? Walk in them? Of course, the uncool students should pay for the chaises out of pocket. Maybe I'll go into the chaise business, exploit my fellow students, advance the cools, and turn a profit. A few days later, you see Vera being carried from Apparitions 3 to AP Fearmongering on a beautiful studded couch. You notice there's a tag on it that says Oberlin Upholstery, and Vera's counting her money. Sweet. You gain +2 money as a royalty for your idea, and +1 smarts.
Let's do this!
It's morning. And to be honest, I could be bolder. Go to the bathroom to be bold. That day, you skip class intending to spend the term in the bathrooms. But you encounter 3 wild hyenas on the way there. Who on earth runs security here? Anyway, you subdue them with the help of a hair comb. God bless the Monster Scouts and all the idiotic scenarios they prepared you for. By the time you get into the bathrooms, you've totally gained +2 boldness. On a close inspection, you see blood pooling on the floor. And Vera standing over it, smiling broadly, holding the carcass of a skinned goat. It's blood ritual time. We brought the used tampon. We're ready.
Hey, you.
Hey, thanks for coming. The fun's just getting started. I know we only need the goat's tongue, but like if you're going to take the tongue from a goat, might as well take the skin too and make yourself a pair of sweet boots. Not that I know how to sew, or would take the time to even if I did, but Miranda has some mer-slaves I can borrow. It's a pretty nice tongue, right? Not too fat, not too thin, the right kind of purple. I think I'll be the most beautiful, regal, feared prom queen ever to grace spooky high school in no time at all. It's not a bad plan, except that spiders need to relieve themselves too, and it's at that moment that Principal Giant Spider walks in to use the toilet. Oh, hey! Good afternoon, Principal Giant Spider. I'm just holding this skinned goat on school property because it's for Animal Abuse 3, we're getting a head start in our homework, because this goat is a spy from a rival institution who was sent here to blow up the school. Oh, I don't know. Oh, it says the goat's a spy. Oh, the goat is a spy. Both. Both. The goat's a spy? Ah! Principal Giant Spider gasps. A rival institution. Do you think it was Pixie Prep High? We weren't sure. That's why we skinned the goat to investigate. Oh no, says Principal Giant Spider. You're high school students. Despite popular belief, high schoolers are never qualified to solve mysteries. We'll launch a full-scale investigation immediately. And as witnesses, we'll have to sequester you the rest of the day to ensure your safety. Oh, that feels super unnecessary. It's very necessary. Now take the goat carcass into evidence. No! Gah! Can I at least keep the tongue? Absolutely not. Every piece of the goat must be melted down to look for evidence of fairy dust. I've got you this time, Sealy scum. You just lost the goat tongue. Vera's respect and -2 boldness and -1 smart. We could have had it all. Rolling in the deep. You know what? Liam, hi. You approach Liam and Vera's table to find them thoughtfully tasting several glasses of wine. This school has literally no rules whatsoever, except for about solving mysteries. Wine. That most exclusive of beverages. Even a vampire such as myself cannot resist its class and allure. Do you know a lot about wine, then? I'm having a dinner with the King of France next week, and I could use some pointers. France doesn't have a king anymore. That's what the media wants you to think. So, do you know about wine or not? I don't want to restart. Alas, in my centuries of living, I have only learned how to look good holding wine, not how to evaluate it. All I know is that I'm not drinking another glass of that one. Vera points at a bottle with Polly's toilet wine written on it in permanent marker. What I wouldn't give for an experienced sommelier to help us judge which wine is best. You know nothing about wine, but you're pretty sure most sommeliers just make up stuff anyways. You suavely recommend. Try the sangria. It pairs well with seafood and blood. The tannins in this robust malek are an elegant way to mask the taste of poison. Perfect for diplomatic missions. Why would you want to disguise the taste of... Oh... You're going to poison someone. Of course you are. You're always poisoning people. You know what, Liam? Who are you to judge? You don't get to judge me. You don't get to judge me, Liam. Quiet. No, I'm not. People in no way directly associated with me are always poisoning people, and soon they will strike again. France has suffered under its unjust king for too long. Plus, he called me fat at a party once when I was 11. Who is this king you keep talking about? I'm telling you, France doesn't have a king anymore. Soon, Liam. Soon. Vera's so thankful to you for solving her assassination problem. She lets you braid her snakes. You get bit a few times, but it's so worth it.
Let's do this.
That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place every day because it's the only thing in gym that we do. Erotic hair braiding. At one point, you're about to be eliminated by a player from the other team. But suddenly, you convince him not to throw the ball at you with a heartfelt speech about the importance of everyone's lives. The player bursts into tears, and you take advantage of that moment of weakness, throwing a ball at him. You lose -5 mercy, a stat that might be useful in Monster Prom sequel, but isn't now, and you gain +2 charm. This game doesn't need a sequel. It can just keep adding on fun DLC and stuff like that. It still has so many open slots in its store. Afterwards, you discover you've been poisoned, and only Vera has the antidote. She does this all the time. It's how she invites you to hang out.
Hey there.
There you are. Thank you so much for coming. I'm embarking on a new criminal enterprise, and I need a consigliere. The idea is simple, yet brilliant. Think Uber, but for killing people. I call it murder. But it turns out the market is flooded with assassination apps and blood. I need a way to get ahead of the pack, and since you're such a good advisor... Viral marketing, literally. Tailor a highly contagious virus to make people love murder. Differentiate yourself by being the only service that offers free-range organic murder. Are we the king of France? We were the king of France all along. That's the secret twist. It was us the whole time. What? Let me see. Differentiate yourself, being the only one that offers free wins. Organic murders, viral marketing. Tailor a highly contagious virus to make people love murder. Maybe the real king. I don't know. Let's see. Do. Pulling a Markiplier. Yeah. Let's see that. Nope, it wasn't smart enough. You can do that? That's brilliant. You can use my private chemical weapons laboratory. I couldn't do it. I'm sorry, Vera. But soon. You fool. Your virus didn't make everyone love murder. It's made them love murder. Just regular murder with an E before the R. This is a disaster. People are just running around, stabbing each other, cooking each other with flamethrowers. Wow, Damien must be thrilled. Running each other over with tanks. It's horrible. I mean, it's completely obliterated demand for my product. Why buy the cow when you can get the murder for free? I didn't know people still use that expression. Ugh. Now I'm going to have to wait for the government to develop a vaccine before I can resume my life of crime again. In her rage, Vera totally forgets to give you the antidote to that poison you drank earlier. You lose -2 boldness and -1 charm. Last day. Do.
Let's do this.
Where do I go? Where do we begin? Where do I want to go for the last day? Oh, let's play it out. I like playing things out. That day you visit the bathrooms to take a number. Oh, visiting the bathrooms for an actual reason? Don't worry. There won't be an illustration of that specific moment. Guys, it doesn't matter whether we fail or not. It's just about having fun. Games are for fun. Thing is, you make one of the boldest decisions in your life. You don't put paper on the seat before using it. Look at you. You crazy vixen, you. You gain +2 boldness and probably +1 STD. You see Miranda, Polly, Vera, and Damien all crowding around. I haven't seen Damien all game. All crowding around the bathroom mirror. Can't a monster... I get to do my Damien voice. Hey, everybody. It's a party. Your brows are just short of being on fleek. They're 1 millimeter off fleek. Maybe your snakes got in the way.
Pathetic.
This coming from someone whose face is see-through. How can we tell if that's your highlight or the headlights of an oncoming train? Oh, please. You wouldn't know a good contour if it punched you in the throat. And a really good contour can actually do that. I like to start with a palette of complementary colors for my skin tone. Damien knows all about the contouring. He contours fiercely with fire every day. Blood red, baby flesh pink, bloodshot crimson, and then do a basic blend with a soft-boiled chimera egg. Ellipses. This was their fanfiction party, probably. They were all just hanging out, reading fanfic, and now I'm here like, hey, guys. What? It's called technique. Doing amazing makeup is like punching someone's face with beauty. I just do not see the use in putting so much time and energy into painting one's face. Is that not what we all have makeup slaves for? Miri, no. At least we know we're both more competent than Miranda. Stop shading Miranda. You've been shading Miranda this whole game. Oh my gosh. Damien does need his own YouTube channel. Next, baby flesh pink. I agree with you, Fall Rosu. Fun always. Fun before winning. I know for some people winning is fun, so I totally get that. But for me, it's like they're not mutually exclusive. And worse than me. Not that that's saying much of anything. There needs to be a way of settling who's the best at makeup. It's me, Amira. Amira, hey. Both Vera and Polly look expectantly at you. Oh, they know I'm here? Hey. Make up this potato so you can produce the prettiest potato. Visit the... Oh. I kind of just want to see them make up a potato, to be honest. That's the answer I want. Who can make the best potato? If you can make a potato look good, then you're a good makeup artist. Make up this potato. You take out the 2 potatoes you always carry with you for such scenarios. What? I'm not wasting my makeup on a potato. That's because you know this duel's already lost. Am I right? My potato will kick your potatoes behind to the moon, Polly. But am I fun enough, Maria? Boom. Looking at my stats, actually maybe. So the 2 of them engage in an all-out makeup battle. Soon both of them finish. Vera, your potato is gorge. What a hot potato girl. I have to admit, your potato is beautiful too, Polly. Is it normal to feel like banging a potato? Meanwhile, Damien's just filming for his channel. Who cares now? The important thing is, I'm sorry for doubting your makeup skills. I brought them together through the power of potatoes. Potatoes for all. Potatoes to solve all of the world's problems. Me too, girl. Look at them. They could start a career in modeling. No. Boo. They could indeed. And it's all thanks to Amira. At the very least, we have potatoes. You know, Amira might not be a great flirt, and she might not be good at lying on the spot, but she knows when to employ potatoes. And that's what really counts. They both leave, mesmerized by their new potatoes, and maybe by your wisdom too. But probably not. You gain +2 smarts and +1 creativity, and several days later, you spot the potatoes in Vogue magazine. Go to the prom with the potato.
Let's do this.
I want to sit with the prince. You're just trying to enjoy a meal in peace when space untwists itself to reveal the interdimensional prince.
Greetings, my love.
Most glorious hero, thank the squid star I found you. I have been confounded by the most fiendish riddle. A riddle that has vexed me for days, nay, weeks. The riddle of how to change the ringtone on my new smartphone. The interface is most torturous than my palace labyrinth. For real? You grab the prince's phone, change his ringtone to butts, butts, butts. All about those butts by the Booty Bros. My hero, what seems difficult to me is trivial to you. And you even guessed which ringtone I desired. A true, all-time classic from the 6th dimension. There is only one way I can repay you, by bestowing upon you a superpower of your choice. Look, he's perma-winking. He's just trapped in like a Joseph-level wink. Wink. I can do that. I'm the prince of another dimension. I can do all kinds of crazy things you don't know about. All kinds of crazy things, besides use his phone, apparently. And he really only gives you 2 superpower options. Telepathy, or a booty that won't quit. I'm really tempted by a booty that won't quit. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, reading people's minds, but Oh, booty. I see you, Emma. I see you, Emma. I can't live in the shade, Emma. Booty that won't quit. Ah, yes, the choice of a true gentle monster. With a wave of his magic wand, the prince imbues you with a booty with boundless work ethic. By day, your booty amazes your classmates and creepy teachers. By night, it does your homework for you. All that work makes your bun super tight. You gain +4 charm. It's a charming booty. We have a charming booty now.
Let's do this.
Oh, it doesn't matter where we go. We can go wherever. Let's just play it up like we should get our last stats. That day you skip class in hopes that your life will go right. On the way there, you run into Mamimi, the only girl. She offers you some of her weird Japanese energy water. You take a sip. It tastes crazy. You need to check the contents of this. Guarana seed extract, benzoic acid, 50 milligrams of caffeine, and 100 milligrams of boldness. Go to prom with the booty. Take the booty to the prom. Well, it wasn't bad at all. You gain +2 boldness. Thank Mamimi and proceed to the bathrooms. Without warning, Vera pulls you aside and hisses in your ear. Oh my god. Look at your butt. That's the only... The stalker's back. You follow her pointed finger and see a guy dressed in a white toga and winged sandals facing away from you. He looks like a creep. He's been following me everywhere. He thinks I don't notice him checking me out in that mirrored shield he has. But I totally do. Ugh, it's such a chore being this beautiful all the time. How am I ever going to get rid of him? Threaten to feed a damsel with sea monster, that'll distract him. He looks Greek. Why not bribe Zeus, king of the gods? Kill him! Whoa, Amira! That escalated quickly. That got bloodthirsty really quick. Hey, feed a damsel.
Right.
Ah, yes. Finally a use for all these damsels my henchmen have been kidnapping. And also, this sea monster I found on eBay. Vera mutters a few words into her collar, and minutes later a high-pitched cry for help can be heard outside, followed by the gnashing of a sea monster's teeth and the screams of students. Sounds like Vera dropped the sea monster in the pool again. The creep in the toga immediately springs into action, shouting, "I'll save you, milady," as he sprints outside. He won't, you know. I don't buy cheap sea monsters. When it's sleazebag, though. Honestly. You spend the rest of the period with Vera and pick up some good tips for buying the right sea monster. You gain +2 smarts and +1 boldness. Miranda will be pissed. I know, right? Milady. Ma'am. Ask Liam. It's like, hey, Liam, want to go to the prom? I think that... How much was the sea monster? Asking for a friend. Well, we know that I think we messed up too much to follow any of her storylines. So, commit? You want to commit? Y'all love the rejection. Reject me, Vera. I'm yours. Reject me. I'm ready. Oh, the heartbeat. I'm ready. I failed you, my love. You're asking me to go to the prom with you. She poisoned you. Sorry, I'm focusing on my career. My career is not dating losers like you. Fair enough. Let's shake hands. You know, it was well played. Bye, loser.
Prom with you?
You couldn't get a date for Monster Prom. Actually, you couldn't get a date for the rest of your life. Just like my real high school existence, this game is cathartic. Some nights alone in your bed, you wish sadness was nasty tea, because at least then you wouldn't be getting so much of it. We're getting there. Oh. Who's standing next to each other? Conspiracy. Those 3 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After Monster Prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning who we were and who we could be. And you know what? As it always does, life happened, and it was wonderful. Vera realized she was a character in a video game, which infuriated her. She spent her life making connections and building power, because she's not part of the game. She plays the game. So be careful. Maybe now she's the one pulling your strings. Yeah, you're right. I see Brian and Oz back there. Scott became a world-renowned athlete, but he ended his career to come back to his hometown and take on the job of the athlete he admired the most. Now he's here again at high school, working as coach. Miranda got a job at being princess of her kingdom, which it was actually kind of her job already. Well, you surely don't see her complaining about it. During those 3 weeks, Monster Prom seemed bigger than life, and then it was gone. Just like that. The battle for Monster Prom might have ended then, but there were lots of battles left in that war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Oh, I guess I should probably add my own music because I have the music turned off, because if you have it on, it gets claimed. So, da-na-na-na-na-na. Oh, your soundtrack here. Your soundtrack here. Insert appropriate sound. Ooh, I don't want no scrubs. There we go. That's the soundtrack. I love the art. I want to see what fan art that we unlocked. Every time there's new fan art, I think they're running a contest on their Twitter right now. So go check it out. They're always running really fun fandom contests for like transformative fan content. It's one of the things I really like about the devs of this game. They're really into all of the fun creations that people have made. Oh, Karen, this would be a fun animated TV show. This would be a really fun TV show to watch. It's like, it would be like, remember Clue? Like the old movie Clue, where at the end they had all the multiple endings? I always thought that was so fun. It would be so fun to have a TV show like that. Just a weird, like, Elseworlds thing where every episode is just completely different. Like, different events happen. You've unlocked 5 new images. I did? Well, I know I got my rejection ending. Yes. Working my collection. Collecting the whole set. Gotta collect them all. Oh, nice. Let's see what's new. Cute. Cute. Oh, they look fierce. Everybody looks fierce in this one. I like that a lot. And the Wicked Witch of, like, the West vibe there, I like it a lot. Well, this was, I know, right, Emma? Legs for days. Legs for days. Well, I, as always, had a good time. I mean, for me, like I've always said, it's not about whether I make it or not. It's just about spending some time streaming and chatting and playing the game. I mean, if y'all aren't into it anymore, it's fine. I'll just play it on my own time and we'll play something else. But I very much enjoyed spending this evening with you. I'm sorry I didn't get to it on the weekend, but I think this was a lot of fun. I do have a bunch of other games lined up and stuff too. So I, alas, have to get going and do some more work. I like how I had to think about it. I was like, what am I doing? I have things that I have to do, right? Things. Stuff and things. So, I will go and do those stuff and things, work things. And I will see you actually tomorrow because we have our regular stream tomorrow. So, I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. And we will chat tomorrow for the Tuesday stream. I'm sorry, Trickster. Better luck tomorrow. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.